for the Los Angeles Rams versus the New Orleans Saints. Man, this is going to be a fun game to watch. Some of the most prolific offenses, both talent and scheme-wise, are going against one another in this matchup. And yeah, it's going to be a pinball machine. They're just going to light up the scoreboard, and it's going to be fantastic. So, we're in the stretch now where the Rams are actually going up against decent talent very consistently. I kind of expected them to lose last week against the Green Bay Packers. They came close to losing. I mean, if Ty Montgomery could hold on to the ball, maybe we have a different conversation here, but the Rams are still undefeated. And they're going up against another team with a veteran quarterback, a veteran head coach, that have something to prove against the new kids on the block. So I would expect the Saints to bring their A game and do very well in this game. Because I, at this point in the season, tend to err on the side of eventually somebody's going to lose, I would expect the Saints to win this one. Now, the usual suspects on both offenses are going to put up points. So it doesn't really matter win-loss here fantasy-wise. Everybody's going to do well that you expect them to. Breeze is going to have to throw the ball more than he did last week to win, because he's going up against an offense that can put up instant points. So unless the Rams defense just porously gives up running yards, getting gashed by Kamara and Ingram every other play, which I don't expect, you're going to get much more production out of Drew Brees and Michael Thomas on this offense. Now, they are more run-centric. So Kamara is a running back 1 and Ingram is a running back 2 almost every week at this point, now that Ingram's back in the lineup and getting a lot of touches. Thomas is wide receiver 1. Drew Brees is a boom or bust QB 1. He tends to do a heck of a lot better at home. He tends to do better in domes. But they've got a running game now and a good one. So regardless of situation, if their running game is working, he's going to take a step back. That's not going to happen extremely consistently. He's typically going to get you 20-plus points. But, you know, he's not that 50 points every other week marvel that he used to be because of the presence of a now strong running game. The Rams, Jared Goff, is in a similar situation to Breeze. It's not as much that way. They have Todd Gurley. He's amazing. He's a running back 1 every single week. But they don't have another running option. So when Gurley's getting a breather or they just want to rest him a little bit more, they're going to throw the ball in order to do that. So Goff is becoming a more consistent play. I would expect him to be in the mid to high 20s, maybe even tickling over 30 fantasy points this week. And as always, you just got to keep an eye on the injury reports. Kupp and Cooks have had concussion issues this year. Kupp's been solid, and Cook's been okay when they're in the lineup. You have Robert Woods there, who's a steady fallback for both of them. So I would expect Kupp to be a wide receiver 1. Cooks, if healthy, he's going to be in the wide receiver 2-3 conversation. And Robert Woods, if Cooks is not getting a heck of a lot of play, is going to be better, more in the wide receiver 2 category. But if Cooks getting a lot of practice time, he's going to be 2-3 conversation just like Cooks. So have fun watching this one. Seriously, it's the game to watch this week.